Once upon a time, there was a young boy named Jason who loved learning about Greek mythology. In particular, he became fascinated with Tartarus, the place of misery and despair deep in the abyss. He often imagined what it would be like to visit Tartarus, but he knew that it was a dangerous place. One day, Jason found an old book in the library that contained information about Tartarus as a primordial force or deity. He was amazed to learn that Tartarus was responsible for creating the world itself and was considered one of the most powerful forces in all of Greek mythology. Determined to learn more, Jason spent countless hours studying and reading about Tartarus. He learned that as a deity, Tartarus was often depicted as a monstrous form of darkness, capable of spreading chaos and destruction throughout the universe. Despite the fear and respect that Tartarus commanded, Jason was surprised to learn that he was not worshipped or revered in the same way as other deities in Greek mythology. Rather, Tartarus was seen as a force to be avoided, a symbol of the power and unpredictability of the universe that must be respected at all times. Jason's fascination with Tartarus continued to grow, and he even dreamt of meeting the powerful deity one day. However, he knew that he must always be cautious and respectful of the force that was ancient and powerful beyond imagining. Once upon a time, deep beneath the realm of Hades lies Tartarus, a place spoken of in Greek mythology. It is said to be as far below Hades as heaven is above earth, and it was once used to confine dangers to the gods. However, it later became a space to imprison and torment mortals who had sinned against the gods. Tartarus was said to be immensely deep and dark, and legends say that it would take 9 days for a bronze anvil to fall from heaven to reach Tartarus, and another 9 days to fall from Tartarus to earth. Cronus, the king of the Titans, had once imprisoned the Cyclopes and Hecatonchires in Tartarus and made the monster camp its guard. But when Zeus defied him, he killed Camp and released the imprisoned giants to aid in his conflict with the Titans. Zeus eventually triumphed over the Titans, and many of them were banished to Tartarus, though a few, such as Prometheus, Epimetheus, and female Titans like Métis, were spared. While Tartarus was originally used to confine dangers to the gods, it had later become a place where mortals were sent for eternal damnation and unique punishments for sins they had committed against the gods. Rhadamanthus, Aeacus, and Minos, the judges of the dead, would decide who would be sent to Tartarus. Those who committed crimes seen as curable could be purified there, while those seen as incurable would be eternally damned. According to Plato's Phaedo, those who were seen as incurable were usually temple robbers and murderers, while those who had committed involuntary manslaughter or children who had killed one of their parents during a state of rage but regretted it would be taken out of Tartarus after a year. In Greek mythology, there were several entrances to Tartarus, and one of them was located in Aornum. Despite its grim reputation, Tartarus remains an intriguing location in Greek mythology, shrouded in mystery and legend. In Roman mythology, those who commit sins are punished after death and are sent to Tartarus, an extensive place surrounded by 3 perimeter walls. According to Virgil's Aeneid, Book 6, Tartarus is impenetrable like diamond with fiery Phlegethon river flowing beyond its walls. It is guarded by a hydra with 50 open mouths and surrounded by unyielding adamantine columns. Deep inside the walls of Tartarus stands a wide-walled castle with a towering iron turret. Tisiphone, one of the Erinyes, guards the top of the turret, lashing her whip without sleep. Inside the pit lies the twin sons of Titan Aloeus, Epheus and Otis, as punishment for their hubris. They once dared to reach out and challenge the gods for the power of vengeance by piling Mount Olympus upon Pelion. And so, they were cursed to be trapped there forever as the only inhabitants of the pit. Once upon a time, there was a man named James who was fascinated by Greek mythology. He would read books and watch documentaries about the different gods and mythology stories. One day, he came across the concept of Tartarus, the deep abyss of the underworld. James was surprised to learn that Tartarus was not just a concept of Greek mythology, but it also featured in Hellenistic Jewish literature since the 3rd century BCE. According to the Book of Enoch, Tartarus was the place where God imprisoned the fallen Watchers, and it was guarded by the archangel Uriel. Curiosity got the best of James, and he decided to learn more about Tartarus. He discovered that this belief was also reflected in the New Testament, with references in Jude and 2 Peter to fallen angels being bound by chains inside Tartarus. As he delved deeper into his research, James came across the apocryphal Gnostic treatise, Hypostasis of the Archons, where Tartarus appeared when Zoe, the daughter of Sophia, banished Ialdabaoth into the abyss. But what struck James the most was when he read the Book of Thomas. In it, Jesus spoke of Tartarus as the place where those who turn away from his teachings would be sent. These souls would be held captive by the angel Tartarukos. James was amazed by the similarities and connections between the different mythologies. He couldn't wait to share his findings with his friends and family to spread the knowledge and understanding of Tartarus.
Do you want to explore more Greek mythology stories? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.